So a solution to pesticides, or I should say the chemical pesticides, because realistically, there's no solution to pesticides, you have to have them. You have to have some form of protection for the crop. So if you use biological pest control, they actually use organisms, like in this picture, ladybugs, to get rid of the pests. So they add organisms to the crop to remove the pests. So it's like kind of like a predator.
Yes, and it was.
What else do ladybugs eat other than bugs?
I'm not sure. Another thing is pathogens, which to me is kind of scary. They add bacteria or viruses to act as pest control as well. Another form of, or another alternative, to me, another kind of like crazy idea, but this is happening. They selectively breed crops to produce their own defense against the pest. So we literally have crops, let's say a type of corn, that will release its own chemical and it'll fight the pest naturally. That's called selective breeding or GMOs, genetically modified organisms. And then this is actually exactly what I just said. Genetically engineering corn to produce its own insecticide. That's another example. The last solution is this. It's called integrated pest management. So if you want to write that down, integrated pest management. I have a delay, so bear with me. I'm not going to continue writing. Integrated pest management. It basically will use every type of farming technique, like biological pest control, chemical pest control, traditional intensive farming, to try to get the best crop, the best yield, and not focus on one thing that would be so harmful. So how many of you saw this slide? Here are your solutions to soil erosion. They were right there for you, uncovered. The first one is called terracing. Farmers layer the soil in like levels to help avoid water pushing soil across fields and then being exposed to wind. So it stops the soil from becoming loose. That's the only way to stop soil erosion. When you think of solutions to soil erosion, you have to think of solutions to wind and water affecting the land. So when you think of soil erosion, you have to think of wind and water affecting the land. So another one is contour plowing, and what they do is they plow the fields in like circular waves. So when the water trickles, it'll fall into that layer they leave exposed and it'll infiltrate instead of removing all the land at once. No-till farming, that's another solution. Anybody can interpret that picture? I'm going to zoom in and wait a second to see who can interpret. So the white branches that you see there is the old crop. When they planted it with a little bit of separation. And then when the crop is over or the season is over, I'm not recording? Yeah. No.
No, it's paused.
Yeah, no. So the crop that you see, the white sticks or the stems. I hate glitter so much. There's a delay, so if you hear me say the same thing over and over again, that's why, Melanie. So the stems, the white stems are the old crop. When they planted them separated so that when the crop season was over and they would plant the new crop in between, that's the green grass you see, that's the new crop. And it has two benefits. What are they?
It could fertilize the soil when it dies.
Good. The old crop will die and all the nutrients will go into the soil, so it's like self-fertilizing.
And it's helping hold the soil together.
Perfect. And you're not pulling an old crop out and loosening the soil, you're keeping it nice and tight.